My name's Logan McCurder. I played the Big Boss in Metal Gear Solid Snake the Big Boss.
Hi everyone, my name is Arius Sanders and I play Colonel Campbell in the Snake series.
My name is Andrew Opacheski.
My name is Ralph Fernandez.
Hi, my name is Angelina Fernandez and I play Naomi.
I play Master Miller.
Hey guys, Will Brower here.
I played Vamp.
And I played Otacon in Metal Gear Solid the Big Boss.
Have I ever played Metal Gear Solid before playing in the Metal Gear series?
Before filming, I had never played any of the Metal Gear Solid games. It was only until we had shot the first episode that I went home and played them to get research for the character, which I didn't portray accurately. So,
Does Smash Bros. Count?
That is a definite no. Don't even know what it is. Just a guy in a box.
No, I have never played any of the video games. I did have a boyfriend who did play these games at one point, but I personally have never picked up a controller with them.
Quite a few of the Metal Gear Solid games. I think I've played the original Metal Gear, what is it, Sons of Liberty, I believe, and Snake Eater. I played the new Metal Gear Solid games, Phantom Pain. Those are better than I thought they were going to be.
What inspired me to make this? Well, as always, you may know if you've been watching us for a long time. In high school, I tried to do a Nintendo Cinematic Universe before, and I didn't know how to edit back then, I didn't know how to act back then. The whole thing with Metal Gear and Smash Bros. Was all over the place. So now, after I graduated from film school, I decided to, you know what? Let's try this again and see if we can do it right this time.
playing the villain was fun because typically when you play heroes, you have to try to put on some facade of heroism. But as a villain, you can just be grumpy, and it works. So that was cool.
So did I do any acting before or screenplay? I cosplayed? Consider that acting, maybe? Different role? Darker role?
So did I get to look over the entire script, or was it a huge surprise I get to kill the final boss? Actually, it was a huge surprise. That was kind of a shocker for everybody else. It was a huge shocker for me too. I was like, wait, what? I'm me? Okay, cool. It's a shocker for everybody. It was even a shocker for Big Boss. He's like, wait, I'm dying?
What was it like trying to get everyone there on the same day? Fun fact, no one was there on the same day. We pretty much filmed everything separate. It was like, the 4 characters needed for this scene show up. 2 characters needed for this scene show up. And the rest of the characters we filmed off camera. We pretty much had them stand in a certain place in the room, filmed them from that angle, and then they talked past the camera, like me. If I did this, "Hey Snake, how are you doing today?" And Snake isn't actually here in this room, and I spliced it in, because half of them work, half of them have jobs, and half of them go to school. So to get them all together on the same day, we tried doing that for table reads for Flumber Season 3. Yes, it's still happening. But it was like a 1 in a million shot.
Did I do any acting before YouTube? No, I don't believe I did. Starting doing YouTube stuff with Brower is the first time I've really acted, and I feel like I've gotten better over time. I've gotten more comfortable with it, as time has gone on.
Acting in general, no. I was in a theater class in high school, and I was also in an improv class, and we used to do live improv shows in front of the whole school.
How did you handle choreographing the fight scenes? Easy answer to that, I didn't choreograph them. I told them what character was what, I told them who was more powerful, and I know people who take martial arts classes, and I'm like, hey, I know that I know how to choreograph, but I'm not awesome at it. So can you guys come in and help me? You may know him as Michael or Micah. Those 2 are really good choreographers, but Logan really stepped up to the plate because he was the first guy to help us out with this Nintendo Cinematic Universe, pretty much.
My favorite style of choreography would definitely be wushu kung fu movies, like Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon, or The Cursed Sword, I think is what it's called. Just really over the top kung fu nonsense, very akin to what we were doing on our sets.
We actually choreographed pretty good, like 30 minutes of each one, maybe more. Real fun. Got a lot of pointers. Got to punch somebody on accident because he did not dodge.
Did I do any cosplaying before this? And if so, what's my favorite? So, yes, I did do a little bit of cosplaying before this. I've been cosplaying since actually 2006 when I was in middle school. And my favorite overall cosplay I've ever done, that is a tough question. I honestly would have to say it would be Janashi Mei. It really jumps out of my comfort zone just because it's a very short kimono. But it's so beautiful. I just love the makeup of the character and it just looks so good. My second favorite would have to be Harley Quinn Mei. And it's just a spin-off of like Harley Quinn and Mei from Overwatch. And I do that often with like my husband who has his own spin-off with Junkrat and Joker. And I just love it. It's so cute.
Definitely, yes. I have my own Instagram and with all of them on there. Favorite one of them all is the Joker Junkrat, which is mixed between Junkrat and the Joker.
Before this, I have never cosplayed. It's never really been a thing that I've found interest in, but it was fun to dress up as Big Boss and do all this, so that was really cool. If you want to check out some of my stuff, you can head over to guy.unorthodox on YouTube. There I post my music, my short films. I'm a director/writer. I'm a composer. Feel free to check me out. I'm also on Instagram on Guy Unorthodox or Logan Ryan McCurder, one or the other. Yeah, so thanks.
I mean, other than, doing Halloween when I was a kid, I think it is pretty interesting to see, how creative and inventive that cosplayers can be from, what I see my friends do here at Zaandarbrow. And then, just seeing the things that they've shown me.
Before YouTube? No, because that was in 2010. Before Solid Snake? Yes, I started cosplaying in, I think my first MegaCon was in 2017? Maybe, I think. I have con videos up on the channel. But, yeah, that was my first cosplay. And honestly, YouTube was my first cosplay. Because ever since I did Super Mario, the Young Mario Brothers, that was honestly my first cosplay. But when I started going to conventions, I needed to save up money. Honestly, conventions are my stress relief. They're like Halloween for adults, honestly. I love it. I love just dressing up in costume and going in public places, acting like the character.
My favorite type of character to portray, anti-heroes. They're not necessarily anti-heroes, but characters that are complicated, where they're not necessarily evil. They don't go out and do bad shit just for the sake of doing bad shit, but they're not going to go out of their way to help others and be decent people at the same time. They're just people who just live for themselves.
How did I think this turned out compared to high budget films? I guess considering what we're, rolling with, I mean, we don't have, some big extravagant budget. We're just, working with what we got. I think it turned out pretty well.
Is this my first time on YouTube? And that would be a no. I was currently in a workout at a gym when we had our boot camp ordeal going on, and we were basically videos of it for our powerlifting team. Other than that, no.
And he was so sexy. His booty was so glorious.
Would I like to return as Colonel Campbell in the cinematic universe, or would I like to be a different character? I wouldn't mind playing Colonel Campbell again. It's a pretty fun character to play.
How was it playing Otacon again? It was refreshing not being Mario and being Otacon, since we're not really doing that much Star Wars content anymore. We're doing more original skits every week. Playing Otacon again felt like a return to home base, with the original characters I had in high school, revising them into something new. I call it the Big Boss, so you don't confuse it with our earlier skits from high school. But playing Otacon again, I love the comedy of him. He's just that silly scientist. I love playing those silly characters. As much as I love trying to do the serious roles, I feel like comedy is where I'm at. And with Otacon, being a continuous role throughout many episodes. You can really feel his contempt with Snake. You know, he's always trying to help out, being that secondary character and not being the main character.
Was the beard in the script at all, or did I improvise that? Well, I guess you could say I improvised that because, you know, just one day I had my beard and then I came home the next day and I didn't. And nobody knew I was going to do that, but, you know, I just felt like a change was needed, I guess you could say.
How was it getting everyone together to film? You know, a lot easier now, to be honest, because everyone knew their schedule. I got a lot of my friends from Wholesale and a lot of my friends from cosplay communities, and we set up a group chat, and that's pretty much how it started. We set up this group chat of, when are you free? 1 day a week. Sunday? Alright, show up Sunday for 2 minutes, or 2 hours, 5 hours, and let's see how much we can get done. I really like how everyone approached the script, because they all pitched in their little ideas. They improvised half of their lines. I love it when people do that. They improvise half of their lines, and it kind of makes it more enjoyable, you know? It's not just a job. It's not just a job to us. We like goofing around with the camera, honestly.
How did I meet Zaandarbrow? Well, I was moving out of my apartment while I was going to school at Full Sail, which, even though I've recently graduated from Full Sail, I'm still going to receive another degree from a different program, which is show production. But I was moving out of my apartment and I was reaching out to different Full Sail students to see if they needed a roommate, and Zaandarbrow was the first person that replied, and then things just kind of fell into place from there.
Actually, Zaandarbrow was introduced to me by some cosplayer friends, and we were able to be introduced to him, and we were able to be friends with him and everything. And when he told us about this huge project and that he needed help in it, I instantly was like, yes, I will help you no matter what, because that's really what friends do. You know, the minute they need help, you jump in and you help.
I met through a friend who worked at the same Taco Bell as me, Kayvon, and he invited me over here, and I came over and I hung out here for a while, and I met everyone else here, and one thing led to another, push came to shove, and I'm in this situation, filming and acting.
My roommate was like, hey, want to do a thing today? And I said, yeah, and that's how I got here. I graduated from Full Sail with a film bachelor's, and now I'm currently at Full Sail getting my master's degree in film as well.
And after this, you can expect to see some Waluigi, and we have a Link series coming out as well. And then just a bunch of other random things that we do here at Zaandarbrow.
And then we have Smash. Oh yeah, if you're wondering, our Solid Snake couldn't make it for the interview, Javier, because he's graduating soon and he's looking for work. So we did what we could with Solid Snake. But Javier was an amazing help. He was the one who wanted to play Solid Snake in the first place, and he did a great job portraying the character Solid Snake.
Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. See you next time!